Hey, hello, it's me, Zacharias. Just come from work. Had a terrible day at work. Dealing with rude people, rude supervisors. It's just, it's sad that nobody had no humility, and treating people with respect. And they putting their hard work. Like I'm putting my hard work in to do what I have to do to make some money. But it's just not the top of the video. That's why I was just pissed off today. I was like, man. After I came out of work, I was even cussing, just like angry, not at the job, but after I got, because it's just, it's sad. You pray that none of this trash don't be in your life, and it still comes into your life, but that's not the topic. We're gonna talk about. We're gonna make a part 2 of repping the French flag and getting bashed or getting bashed from the French flag. And I just saw a Lovey TVO, so that made me kind of get some little not self-esteem back, but just trying to get my not to get so angry when I on the bus coming from work and just trying to get my get my composure. So I looked at some Lovey T, and she talked about the schema for language for Paris tag hashtag, and she's against that. I'm against that too. And she's right. She said it's sad you cannot have your opinion, and I mentioned that in my video. It's like you have both people in the black nationalist movement and the white nationalist movement telling you what to do, how you live life due to your black DNA or white DNA, but many of us of African American descent got white DNA. We mix, like I said, I claim myself multiracial, but some mix with black, white, and Native American. Many of us are. So, it's sad that you can't make an opinion of your life, and you're American, and you're a human being on this earth, and God gives you free will to do that, So, I can understand something to be disrespectful. Like for example, like Charles Barkley, what he did by Derrick Rose hair, you know what I'm saying? That was disrespectful what he said, you know what I'm saying? And it was racist. It was intra-racist what he said, because he was, because he is black, white, and American to doing his DNA test. But let's say he was 100% white, and he said, like Don Amos, nappy-headed hoes, or I don't like I hate nappy hair. Everybody will call him racist. So what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Because he got one drop of black blood and he exclude his, excuse for what he said. I don't think so. So that's when that I call him a coon. But repping the French flag was not being a coon. I mean, first of all, like Lovey T was saying, if you watch my video, Lovey T, I do extremely agree with your video. I'm glad you made that video. If you talking about what happened in Africa, Kenya, about the terrorist attack. I'm going to show you. Remember yesterday I said I had my cable television. I'm about to watch Empire. This is my first time in my house watching Empire. This is my cable TV. Okay, look at the top. Okay, AT&T, DirecTV hooked me up. Okay, since I haven't had cable for 2 doggone years. Okay, since 2013, and I haven't heard about a Kenyan terrorist attack, or in Nigeria, or even in the Middle East, Lebanon. I have not heard anything about that. You know what I'm saying? So when I got on Facebook and I saw a terrorist attack in Paris, of course, 2 things. I'm gonna tell you again. I'm gonna first read about the Paris attack and about the wrapping the French flag. Okay. You have when you go on Facebook, you see I'm the only mostly pop culture, which I'm very into pop culture, because not only because I'm into pop culture, and even folks at work was like, why you know so much? Because I'm trying to be an entertainer. I'm almost 40 years old. For 4 years, I always want I'm going to school for entrepreneurship, so I can own my own business and not work for no jackass, get me, and treat me like shit, so me to cuss like this, but still, I'm into that. I'm a bilingual theater model, so yeah, of course I'm into pop culture. So when I see Facebook, it's about what Beyonce does, Kim Kardashian, Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, you hear Nick Jonas or Chris Brown, Rihanna, okay? Because that's the industry that I want to work in. You know what I'm saying? I even bite my tongue when I was at the modeling agency at the Laura Production and deal with her situation, her talk to me in kind of way. I bite my tongue because that's the industry I want to be in. I don't want to be working for, on the clock, unless I have to, like I'm doing right now because I am private right now. But I want to be an entertainer. So I want my own work, or my own company, and I hire people, also teach people how to be their own business as well, and be on boss, like my homegirl and one of my role models, Mayor C.J. Walker did, you know what I'm saying, instead of just working for somebody, you know what I'm saying. So, you know what I'm saying, I want to become a singer actor model and be on television, be in the media. That's what as a little child growing up in the 80s, that's what I want to be in. So she's right. Lovey T brought it up, like she said, she's completely correct. That we mostly into pop culture, we into those outside of the world. It's not that we don't care about what's out of the world, but many of us who's into pop culture or the entertainment industry, we want to be in it. Like Lovey T, I'm jealous of her. She's in the entertainment industry right now. She's in Hollywood right now. I want to be in the entertainment industry. You know what I'm saying? I want to become a singer model, and I want to on my own record label and on my own modeling agent talent and help people, especially here in my town. And by my city, Houston, especially being near areas, so they have to go out in the Southwest, and the Southwest Galleria, that's where many of the talent agents are, and it's competitive. But I want to go outside so people who are in those other part of Houston or Harris County can get there, become a singer at the model, have the dreams come true. Because I can't just go to New York and leave, and of course, I want to be like Josephine and not come back to Houston as in living here, but I still want to bring back to, what I got from, New York. You know what I'm saying? Because those who want to get out of Houston, because many of us tired of living in the South, go to New York where it's, more liberal, more entertainment industry, you know what I'm saying? And this, that's everybody said, why you want to go to New York so much? Because I always wanted California first, but now my preference is New York. You know what I'm saying? I work in Cali, but I ain't gonna live in Cali. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why. So it wasn't about selective outrage about Paris. When I went on Facebook, that's why I saw Paris. So of course I mixed with French Creole. You besides black and American and English, and of course, I mean, as an American, we felt that in 9/11 when I was 22 years old. Okay, so I'm 36 now. I don't forget 9/11. Everybody was scared to come outside. At the time I was living with my grandpa, I didn't care. I wanted to die because I got tired of living with them. But when I, what I'm saying, I still have my mercy and love, and also showing honor to people who died in there. I pray for those people. You know what I'm saying? So, because it could have happened in Houston, and all of us could have been dead. Our relatives there, we could have relatives, unknown relatives in that tower. You know what I'm saying? On the plane. You know what I'm saying? And they came from Paris when it happened. Okay, so when we hear about Paris, and no surprise, we show the same doggone remorse, show some compassion and sympathy for what happened in Paris. It was not about trying to be white supremacists. Okay, but guess what? I'm glad Lovey T did her research. They did cover Kenya. What was these people who outraged about this now? Why they ain't not shared it on Facebook? Why they ain't tell everybody? Look what happened in Kenya. Look what happened in Nigeria. None of y'all said nothing about this until now. This Paris situation, now y'all want to say fuck Paris and all this bullshit. Excuse me. Where were your outrage when it happened? It happened in April. This is November. Where were y'all? Where were y'all conscious people? Y'all being the coons. Y'all are being the coons. Because you want to hate white folks. But if you've got, there are Africans in France too. Hello? There's a lot of Africans that live in Paris. Me and them had probably died too. What about their outrage? You don't talk about fuck Paris. Excuse me. They got Africans in Paris. And you're talking about Paris was a part of the slave trade. Don't forget Paris was also stopping the slave trade too. If you do your history, don't forget when Thomas Jefferson and Sally Hemingson, when she went to Paris, look at the movie. He taught, don't call me master. You're free here. And the French people who was poor, like, excuse me, I remember, I think it was a Tiny Newton version of the one that showed on CBS. One of stories about Sally Hemingson, Thomas Jefferson, and they said, excuse me, just like in the French poor people saying, excuse me, like the slaves are suffering in America, well, in the United States, we're suffering here. Why you don't have the compassion? Because they was outraging her for not, defending their cause in France. And Josephine Baker went to France. Excuse me, she lived and died in France. They didn't kick her out of France because she was partly black, because she also was mixed name American. Because I watched the movie. This is one of my role models is Josephine Baker. I don't care, she's a woman. Because I said back in segregation days, I would got out of America till I would never came back. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? So, the slave trade, y'all, yeah, there are people in slavery, but when they actually realized they were wrong, many of them in Europe, those European countries stop being part of slave trade. It was America who was part of slave trade. So I mean, it's just sad that y'all, you have a black supremacy ideology. You know what I'm saying? Neither black or white is superior. Okay, if you believe in God, Jesus, Allah, whatever, that's superior. Okay, and I'm not the perfect one in this world, but I know that no human being is superior. So my question is, why are you over here thinking that something better than whatever, and you're trying to show non-compassionate happening? You forgot there are black people in Paris too. Okay, mixed black people and French black and French and mixed, and also pure black people from Africa in Paris. Don't you forget they probably died too. Now everybody's pretty white. It used to be like that long, but you got Middle Eastern people live in Paris. You got Hispanic people from Latin America that live in Paris. You got all the different races. Asian people that live in Paris. Mixed. Hopper is mixed. Usually Hopper for any mixed race person, but usually talk about Asian and non-Asian, especially white, especially live in Paris. So it's not just white people that's in Paris. You know what I'm saying? It's a majority because it's a white country, but you got a mixture of there. And it's sad that we got xenophobia, Islamophobia to come on there, because now they're gonna say that, oh, guess what? It's like they happened in 9/11. It's the Muslims, and it's not true Muslim people. It's people who make their own version of Islam, like the Nation Islam did, their own version, but their own false interpretation of the Quran to be evil. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's sad. It's very sad. I'm sorry. If you saw my entertainment Facebook page, you will see I do have I think it's a Kenyan flag. And remember I talked to the white guy, there was some Black Lives Matter, which I said, no, put me on no doggone the Marcus Garvey flag, okay? Give me an African and French flag to represent both my African and European roots, because that's what I am. Besides Native American, I'm not just black, okay? So, I'm with the multiracial movement. He did it for me. But I still don't like the ideology is that you will not be down for wearing a French flag, but you over here white wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. And I'm not saying you shouldn't, but it's very hypocritical, because so that's the case. I'm getting tired, and one thing I'm getting tired with some white people. Now, I'm not saying white people can't be part of Black Lives Matter, but some white people, you say you're against racism, anti-black racism, but you perpetrate it, because that's the same thing what Clarence would say about me wearing a French flag. Put the one drop rule ideology in me and tell me I should wear that. You know what I'm saying? And you try to go along with black nationalists, and I always say this: black nationalism and white nationalism are no different. They're both racist ideology. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not neither. You know what I'm saying? I am for W. Du Bois, what he said about Marcus Garvey agenda. He was totally against it. And anybody that's not understand, Marcus Garvey was not truly for black folks. Excuse me, no, he wasn't. Marcus Garvey was a fraud. He did mail fraud. It wasn't a government conspiracy. Marcus Garvey also tried to get the Ku Klux Klan to attack the NAACP back in the Jim Crow days, when W. Du Bois and all them was trying to fight for integration, because he did not like the fact that we, integrating, and he liked the fact we were mixed. I mean, he wasn't. I found out later on he claimed to be pure black. I found he had some Irish in him. Somebody on some internet said he had some Irish in his family. I don't know if it's true or not, but I wouldn't be shocked, because Jamaica's very mixed too. You know what I'm saying? But still, this ideology, he was a fraud. And when I found out that he tried to get the Ku Klux Klan to put in, which is they probably had a problem, because they did not like the fact that there was Cocoa Negroes, when they were not pure Negroes, but when many of the Negroes were fighting for, people that looked at Negroes because they had the ideology, many of us are mixed, was fighting for integration, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't. Of course, they would take side, because let me explain something. I used to watch a lot of race topics a lot of talk shows about race. And I never forget they had skinheads on there. And the skinheads was Jane Whitley, I think it was Jane Whitley or Jerry Springer, one of them back in the 90s. And they said, excuse me, we going to fight. They said, before we have when we have a race war, we're going to get the race traitors, the white ones and black ones. We're going to take sides with firearms. One of the white dudes had said, and we're going to get all the race traitors. That means those who are not racist, those who sit here and cross culture and all other stuff. We race traitors to them. You know what I'm saying? And we mix. We race traitors. We of us all, but we don't. Those who don't deny our roots, and you know what I'm saying, we race traitors to them. So which I'm proud race traitor to them. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Good call to be a racial, because I don't buy into the ideology. And he said we're gonna get those folks because they shouldn't be doing what they're doing. Do you see my point? So Cook wouldn't have a problem killing the Dudley Boys and Walter White, even though he liked white, but he was mixed too, you know what I'm saying? And all the other people that was in part of the NAACP at the time. So if I said, I knew that man was not good. I knew that man was not good. When one of my mixed friends, or associates, I say, back in the early 2000s showed me this, I said, whoa. I said it a long time ago. And I'm supposed to understand, the Black Nationalist movement was not for black people. You know what I'm saying? Because my question is, if you're for non-integrating, why are you still in America? Why are you not in Africa? Why are you not in Africa? I mean, they went to Africa, but it wasn't all the people in the Black Nationalist movement of Garveyism went to Africa. They still here. Some of the descendants are here, still here, and still believe in their message. So why y'all still complaining about racism, not fighting racism, but going on with racism and going to Africa? Because, yeah, this is red land. I bet that. This is not the white man's land. The white man stole the land. The white race man stole the land. I agree with that. But you don't even claim your Native American roots. You go on white race ideology about who you are. That's one thing that they can call me a coon about to be claiming my mixed heritage, because that's exactly what you're doing. You're going on white race ideology because no slave picked up ideology of the one drop of black blood makes you whole, or white racist meant that it was for anti-black racism. It was not trying to teach you how to be proud to be black. And we're not even pure black. So how we probably pure black? We probably partly black. But we can't be pure black because our DNA is not pure black. That's how we got here, being mixed up. Hello? So that's the whole reason why that it is sad, and I'm very upset. I'm going to tell this white guy, hey, I'm glad you made the African and French flag, made a mixture there, but don't ever do that to me again. Because there's one thing I learned. If you don't speak up, you'll fall for anything. So don't ever put no black and red and green Marcus Garvey flag. That's not an African flag. They did not come from Africa. They came from Marcus Garvey's ideology. Okay, so of course, learning about African roots. That's all good. I'm not knocking it down. But don't sit here try to teach that one is better than the other. You know what I'm saying? Or we can't acknowledge our rules and we can't bury and all that stuff because we're human beings. Because we all belong to the human race. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole reason why. So that's the reason why y'all can talk about fuck Paris. Okay, well, how, you know what I'm saying? It's sad that he would say that, because it's also, besides white people who live in Paris, it's also Africans that live in Paris and Caribbean people that live in Paris who are African descent. So I wouldn't say fuck Paris if you should care about Black Lives Matter, because their lives matter too. They happen there if you want to be so Afrocentric. So it's just getting, and it's sad. You talk about you for the black man or black woman having freedom, but you actually attack freedom when we practice freedom. It is very sad that you do that. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all the coons. Because if you truly for your people having freedom, you will make statements like that. Because it's a statement. I'm going to cuss them here, but it makes me very pissed. I'm just mad what happened at work, and I'm going to take it out on my video. But still, you know what I'm saying? It's shitty of your actions to do that, to even act that way. If you're so proud of your black roots and you're proud of your black people, then defend your black people freedom and stop trying to attack it. That's all I have to say. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a right to have compassion for anybody that terrorist attacking. My heart goes out to those in Kenya, okay? It also goes out to Nigeria and any other terrorist attack, okay? And the media did cover that, but y'all didn't follow that. Y'all didn't share it on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Just like all of us in America, including myself. We always in the wood Beyonce, because I'm trying to be in the industry too, and Kim Kardashian, and you know what I'm saying, and love and hip hop, and we all into that, you know what I'm saying? But when it happened with Paris, of course, like I say, got nothing to do with white folks, and then like that. Not only that I mix with French Creole, that's part of my roots, and I want to rep that. And I do have a flag of me having both a Kenya, one of the African countries' flag, I think it's Kenya, and also the French flag, a mixture of that, to represent my African and European roots. But let me let you know this, because as American, I remember 9/11, and we were all scared of another terrorist cat. Even I wasn't too scared, because I told you I was dealing with my grandparents and deal with the bullshit with them, and I didn't mind. And at the time, I wasn't cussing the other day. I was trying to do good, and you know what I'm saying. So if God was going to take my own life, if I had said I'm sorry, whatever I done, you know what I'm saying, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got nothing to deal with them no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing to deal with them no more. You know what I'm saying? But to other people who want to live on this earth, who want to see the next day. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't mind leaving, you know, sometimes you have that mentality, you know, especially when you're depressed and everything, and bipolar like I am. You know, I still want, you know, wish, you know, a person the best blessings on this earth, to live on this earth. So that's the reason why I have the compassion. So, you know, you can make all the tax, but y'all wasn't paying attention when it happened in April, when it's November. So who's the cool in this situation? I think it's you. You know what I'm saying? Who out there making fuck Paris and y'all shouldn't do this and that because y'all wasn't making all this outrage when this happened. When it happened in April, and here it is November, almost Christmas time. So, and Thanksgiving. So, you know, and I got my turkey ready because I'm trying to see where I'm going to get mine fried. You know what I'm saying? So, please, you got to understand. That's just wrong. Fuck Paris. It's sad. That's very sad. It's very sad. So, when it happens to you, let's say one of your family members in Paris, and someone said, would you feel any happiness saying that? I don't think so. So, anyway, let me go ahead and watch Empire for the first time. I do a recap on it. I'm also going to do, when my internet turns on Thursday, which is tomorrow. Hope I don't have to work tomorrow because you know, because I'm on call right now. I don't like my supervisor right now. She's and this white woman working my job. They both give me hell. It's why, you know what I'm saying? It's just all these folks give me hell. And then when I speak up about how I'm mistreated, I'm the bad guy. You know what I'm saying? It's evil. So your red tag for your job makes you God to mistreat people when God, especially God, doesn't treat people like that. Thank God He's a merciful God. But still, you want to be a tyrant, and I'm doing all this work. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, if I didn't want to work, I wouldn't have to come to work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm, you know, in my uniform right now. But I'm telling you, I ain't trying to tell you where I work at. But I'm trying to do my best, bust my ass to do my doggone job, and you don't give me that respect. Because I'm getting paid $9 an hour. Yeah, that's how I get paid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. And nobody, I know I'm cussing, and I'm in the way of God, but ain't nobody superior in that job. We all human beings, so let's all get along. You got a responsibility, I got a responsibility, and it's sad that at my job, that's why I'm trying to go to entrepreneurship, so I don't have to work for these people no more. It's sad. You know what I'm saying? They treat you like shit, but you can't say nothing about it. But they just punch your roll. But nobody wear a sign on their head and say mistreat me like shit for $1 or $9 or $10 or whatever, or maybe $7.25. This country needs to be protesting against that. I would like to see more protests that our lives, everybody, if you want to all lives matter, well, our lives work matter. So to treat us with respect and stop having this problem at will law like we have in Texas. That's an evil law. You know what I'm saying? People bitch and moan about somebody being on welfare, but when someone trying to get off of welfare and trying to bust their ass to work, you want to treat them like shit and make excuses for it. But they treat you like shit, you get a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? People have a double standard and everything. So I just, oh Lord, I'm so sorry, Lord, forgive me, but I'm just tired. I wish God would just get me out the switch because I never asked for this crap. I don't ask for the work. I try to get along with everybody, treat everybody how I want to be treated, but I don't wear a sign and say, hey, treat me like trash. You know what I'm saying? It's just sad. So y'all say a prayer for me. I ain't perfect, but just say a prayer because I'm sick of it. These people don't need to be working. Talking about me, they don't need to be working. You know what I'm saying? I'm here trying to bust my tail so I won't be on welfare, so I can get out of welfare, get me a job so I won't be in private. So Obama need to tweet and whatever he can do to get that law changed. I'm serious. Abolish the problem at will law. Now the video I'm gonna do, when I get my cable turned in, my internet turned on tomorrow, I'm gonna do a commentary about I didn't see what I'm saying. Just like I know about the Nigerians, the Kenya attacks. I happened to be out in the area on Sunday, and I had to find a Houston Press paper, and it was about the Greater Church of Lucifer. Did I know about this? This happened on Halloween during last 2 weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, should I say, or maybe whatever. And I did not know about the protest, and I did a lot of research on this. And I wanted to do a commentary, and I'm going to go on all sides, show you what I see on both sides of the protest. They had both Christians, both Catholic and Protestant people protesting against the Great Church of Satan. I'm going to talk about how I feel about both the Christians, whether they're Protestant or Catholic, or in the Church of Satan, the Church of Lucifer, Great Church of Lucifer, and what I feel about this, as because it was interesting. I read the whole article, and I did see some clips. I did try to look at their website, not the website, their YouTube videos. Michael W. What's his name? Ford, who's the co-owner of that Luciferian church. It's an old town Spring, whatever it's called, Old Spring. I heard Spring, Texas, but I never heard Old Spring, Texas. So I'm from Houston, but I always heard Spring, Texas. I guess it's next to it, whatever. But I'm going to talk about this, and I'm going to bring up a lot of things or what I feel about it, on all this things, what I feel. So get prepared for that. It's going to be, hopefully I'll do it tomorrow while I'm doing my schoolwork and watching some more shows on television. So I thank God I got this cable thing. I'm getting my internet turned back on. Hello, thank you, Jesus. I'm not the perfect one, I'm good, but I have to give him praise, even though I'm not perfect. But still, I'm going to talk about this. I'm going to talk about what I feel about it. And I've been I wanted to do it on my computer instead of doing my phone, because I don't want phone calls. I don't want the phone telling me I have a limit time. You know what I'm saying? Because when you record it, on a Samsung Galaxy, they tell you how much time you have right to record. You can record, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do none of that BS. I want to talk about this and tell you on sides. I'm going all directions on this, okay? So be prepared. Me talk about that because it's an interesting subject, and I'm going to talk about this because it's like race, religion, sexual orientation, gender. All these 4 topics have always been a topic in my life. So anyway, y'all, bye. Have a nice day.